Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I am so happy to be here with all of you today. I am Coach Karen Mays, your healthy lifestyle coach, independent certified Optavia coach, helping people create the bigger life they want through healthier habits. My own transformation started with my Optavia health journey kickoff in 2015, and I fell so deeply in love with the process that I have made it my life's work. And today is about you. It's so easy to let the little things that make all the difference slide into tomorrow and the next day and the next. After today, I hope you'll feel more motivated and empowered than ever to rise up and show up for yourself. First, I'd like to set the table, so to speak, with these core beliefs. The first one is that you are a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. That's right. We're not like paintings ready that need to be finished and then hung up and put on display. We are magnificent daily creations, always evolving, emerging, and growing. Staying the same is not really an option. Second, there's a fun, enjoyable, healthy lifestyle for everyone. If your healthy life is boring or unpleasant, you're doing it wrong. And third, incremental progress is the ticket. If you've heard of the all or nothing mindset, well, success is found in that beautiful gray zone of more than nothing, less than all. My health mentor, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson, coaches us to choose a small action that we can do even on our worst day. That might be one push-up or one glass of water. Start where you are and build. And finally, you matter. It needs to be said. You matter. In fact, I'm going to ask you all, type it in the chat now. I matter. You probably have people who depend on you and they deserve your best. Many of you here are motivated by that, and that's beautiful. But I think it's important to remember that you matter just because you're here and you're you. Do it for you. If doing it for someone else gets you started, great. But sustainability and stability come from within. The process will reveal that to you as you learn to love yourself better. So what is well-being anyway? I found this definition that I love. Well-being is a complex combination of a person's physical, mental, emotional, and social health factors. Well-being is strongly linked to happiness and life satisfaction. In short, well-being could be described as how you feel about yourself and your life. When you're prioritizing everything and everyone else, you end up feeling like a mess that never gets cleaned up. But you can start wherever feels right for you and build. I have a list of suggestions and categories for you to consider later, but you can literally start wherever you want. Relationships, health, nutrition, self-care, you might want to talk to Rick about a Beamer. Spirituality, you might want to talk to Lori. Money, you might want to talk to Vince. And career, maybe you want to talk to Tina Kadish. But the most important thing is it's time to decide. I'm going to stop my share for a second because I just want to talk to you guys. If I can find the button. Where's the button? I can't find it. Oh, well, so I'm going to keep the slide up. Sorry, you're going to have to stare at this slide. Are you prepared to do what it takes to make yourself a priority? I want you to accept personal responsibility for your decision. If you're saying yes to you, what are you saying no to? Just like my clients who pre-decide what to eat at the restaurant in order to make better choices, you get to pre-decide when it comes to you and your well-being. Don't leave it to chance or wing it. What are the things that make you feel great about yourself in your life? What brings you joy? What gives you a charge of satisfaction? Look at your calendar and schedule them. Allow time for them. Another thing to consider is, what have you been putting off? Doctors, dentists, physical therapy, decluttering, difficult conversations, personal projects. The undone things that we avoid bring weight and darkness. We get used to it, but our light is dimmed. Addressing them feels so good. If the big things feel like too much, start small. Starting small is actually a really big deal. With this in mind, I reached out to my clients to find out what tiny impactful habits they had created, and here is what they shared. Joe stops eating at 7 p.m. When Juan feels like giving up, he says, I am done breaking promises to myself. Juan also created a 2-minute rule for himself. When he has a craving, he waits 2 minutes and then he finds that it usually subsides. Jen downloaded an app to send her inspirational messages throughout the day. She calls them effortless reminders to keep going. Jesse drinks a full 24 ounces of water while he gets ready in the morning. So he's already a third of the way to his daily goal before he steps out the door. Elena, who spends all day at her desk, takes the stairs to the second floor when she gets to work, parks farther away from her destinations to get more steps in, and after work, she keeps herself busy with home organization projects that keep her moving. Another client read The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins and now starts her day with a high five in the mirror each morning. And one of mine is a gratitude practice of writing down 3 moments of joy from the prior day. None of these takes much time. What they take is intention and commitment. So now that you're fired up to show up for yourself, here are some ways to level up your commitment. Tracking. What gets measured gets done. So track what you've committed to work on. Accountability is key. The American Society of Training and Development found that people are 65% likely to meet a goal after committing to another person. The chances of success increased to 95% when they built in ongoing meetings with their partners to check in on progress. Accountability is a super powerful tool. Another thing that I love is betting on yourself. Let the wins stack up. You could use something like a mason jar that you're putting marbles or even dollar bills into. And every time you do an action of your habit, whether it's completing your water for the day, going for a walk, it could be anything, doing your gratitude, put a marble or put a dollar in the jar. And when it gets full, treat yourself to something. You could even give money to a friend and say, hold on to this. And if I don't do what I say I'm going to do, it's yours, or give it to a charity. You can decide what happens with it, but that gives you some skin in the game. And the last thing is live out loud. Declare your intentions. So many people try to do things in the dark, make changes in the dark, diet in the dark, whatever you want to call it. So say it out loud. I'm drinking all my water today. I don't eat after 7 p.m. I already decided to order the grilled shrimp. I walked a mile every day this week and I'm going to do it again today. And I wanted to share this with you. This is what all of this put together looked like in a couple of health challenges that we ran in my health community this year. We've done it twice this year. And so this is how we incorporated everything that I just shared with you. Clients anteed up $25 to enter the challenge. They knew that they would get it back if they completed the challenge and followed a few simple action steps. In order to get the money back, they agreed to track their habits using this habit tracker, and you'll be able to download this and all these suggestions for habits to track at the end of this. I'll put the PDF in the chat. And then they agreed to submit that tracker to their coach every week for accountability. Then they also agreed to respond to daily challenge posts in our private Facebook community, and that was living out loud. With this structure, we had a finish rate that is double the industry standard in both our challenges. The finish rate, just like it's similar to New Year's resolutions, the typical 30-day challenge has maybe 3 out of 10 people finishing. We had greater than 6 out of 10 people finishing. So it was a really powerful lesson in all of these things put together to help people level up their commitment, because desire is not the problem. It's the structures underneath that lead to success. And so I want to ask you guys, what's a habit that you want to change or work on? What's that one small thing you can add to your day that's going to level up your well-being and move you to the top of your own priority list? You might have seen me doing it. If you're friends with me on Facebook, I've been sharing out loud about my own personal 30-day challenge to really focus on my physical exercise. And I would love to offer anyone here a free strategy session. You can use the QR code or text or email me, and let's set something up to strategize to put you back at the top of your list. Thanks, everybody.
No, thank you, Karen. That was great. That was really so much in there.
Yes.
I have a few ideas for myself, so I'm sure I'm not the only one. But thank you. And thanks for your generous offer as well. So
Great job. Great